Hello and welcome to this much delayed introduction to rural rail containers in Australia. Firstly, I need to comment on a most regrettable decision recently made by the federal government. If there is any event that can interrupt the progressive rollout and renewal of national land transport infrastructure, it is the sudden change of attitude and/or policy by a national government. Sovereign risk immediately comes to mind. This has just occurred where the current Canberra incumbents, the Albanese government, up and cancelled the construction of the half-completed inland railway between Melbourne and Brisbane. It had proceeded as far as the small town of Narromine in New South Wales, just north of Parkes, and importantly, this action had not been flagged in the recent federal election. The reason given for the cancellation: it's costing too much. Well, it has been under their direct control for the past 4 years, so why didn't they address the problem? Cancelling this important project is one of the biggest anti-development decisions made by any government in recent history. What about Snowy 2, the big battery, that bottomless pit of taxpayer funding? It isn't being cancelled, even though it is nowhere near being in the same productivity league as this crucial rail project. One wonders why. Now, you are about to notice that I am using maps taken from the excellent openrailwaymaps.org website, and I would appreciate feedback from you about the two infamous legacy problems dating back to colonial times that are holding back the development of Australia's freight rail network. So take a close look at the maps, or even better, visit their website, because you can view much more detail. My maps are not showing all the rail infrastructure, as many underutilised lines are not revealed until you zoom further in. See if you come to the same conclusion as myself. What are the legacy problems? The construction of the poorly named Melbourne to Brisbane Inland Rail is absolutely crucial for the revamping of national land transport, particularly in the freight rail sector. As an original proponent of this, together with many others, including the late Councillor Kevin O'Neill, OAM, and Professor Lance Endersby, Emeritus Engineering, Monash University, over 40 years ago, I can confirm that this project is actually designed as a national trunk railway to be constructed on a north-south alignment in eastern Australia through 3 states, Victoria, New South Wales and Queensland. It is designed to eventually have fast, heavy axle load connections to the 3 most populous cities in eastern Australia, and via Parkes to Adelaide, Perth and Darwin. It has always been intended to reconfigure the disparate and multi-gauge freight railways in various parts of Australia into a national network that is able to respond to and serve the modern transport task. In my future presentations, I will be developing this important reconfiguration aspect so that you and our politicians can clearly understand the strategic and crucial aspect of this important spinal route that creates a truly nationwide freight system that then propels the rejuvenation of our national productivity. In my next edition, I will explain the 2 colonial legacy problems in Australia's rail freight sector that are preventing rail freight and containerised freight on rail being a potent force in our economy. Fully understanding this disastrous colonial legacy is knowing the way forward in national land transport. Thank you and see you next time.